I grew up in southern Massachusetts and spent most of my life as a teacher in New Jersey and Massachusetts. I came here after having taken care of my mom and dad for 7 years and moved into Arch Street in a sort of a semi-retirement lifestyle. Here, it was very nice. The transition from teaching and taking care of my mom and dad as caretakers to living here, very, very nice transition. I spoke with Frank and with Tom and explained to them what I would like to do here, which would be sort of similar to what Sebastian is doing in terms of creating things and selling them on Sundays in our lobby, which I do with paintings and fiber art. My life here is quite rather comfortable, really. I love living in Boston and I love being here with the Friars, and it's really been a very nice and easy transition. It's funny though, as you get older, the body starts to go here and there. There are eye problems and this problems, and I'm going to therapy today for a shoulder. So that's just part of aging. But I think if I had any advice to give to Friars who are approaching the age of semi-retirement or retirement, one of the things that kept me very happy in the order and here at Arch Street was always learning something new. I enjoyed learning, maybe because I was a teacher, but since I've been in Boston, I've taken classes in calligraphy and in watercolor, and I took a wonderful course in a local school in Arabic. And it just, I don't know, I think the idea of learning keeps your mind occupied and maybe off your troubles. And it's really a very nice way of spending some quality time. And one of the books that I used when I was a young man was Hands for Christ, which was a book about the Franciscan brothers. And I can't think of a better way of expressing what we do as Franciscans than the expression Hands for Christ. I think one of the reasons that I was drawn to the Brotherhood was the idea of being able to work with my hands and actually create something. There's something wonderful about the act of creating. The people who come in on Sundays really seem to, well, a lot of people come and look, like I do when I'm shopping. You look around and you don't always buy. People who buy things really ask, is the money going to the friary? Is the money going to help the friars? That's one thing they're interested in, and I always say yes, it is. And they seem to like the idea that a Franciscan, both myself and Brother Sebastian, are men who are artisans, who are doing things with their hands, that this is something that they're buying that they couldn't buy anywhere else. So there's a uniqueness to that. And as I say to them, especially if they're buying a scarf or a sweater or mittens, I say to them, there's a prayer in every stitch. So when I moved in here, it was like a honeymoon. It was so wonderful to be back in the community and living with brothers and having dinners and laughing with them. It's really quite a wonderful experience. It's hard to grow old and not think of death. It's just around the corner for a lot of us. It's coming, you know what I mean? Like winter is coming, like they say in the Game of Thrones. And so what I'd like to do is maybe end with a thought. Maybe it's a prayer. It could be a prayer, that's for sure. And it's something like this. It's from Khalil Gibran. And he said, your fear of death is nothing more than standing before the king, trembling as he puts his hand on you in honor. And this is how I think we can face our death, by knowing that we will be standing before the King and he will be honoring us and welcoming us home.